Yes, my people, what's going on? Welcome back to the Graft Kings podcast. We are still in Canterbury, still in a little cottage hut. We're working, we're getting to it. It's 1:30 in the morning. We're about to film a podcast for you lot. It doesn't stop. It never stops.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
I wish we stayed here longer.
It's actually 1:30 in the morning and we are filming a pod. We're just so like dysfunctional sometimes.
We do this a lot. We did it last night. Did it in Turkey.
I thought it was alright last night.
No,
though.
Turkey's one was crazy. What time did we get back from my dad's and film the pod?
About this time.
But this time,
2 a.m. and we had a flight in the morning as well.
that was
So
yeah.
we
I
were
wouldn't have
done by
minded
two,
if
we
we
were done by
didn't.
two.
I wouldn't mind if we didn't have to be up in the morning.
So chaotic, man.
We didn't bother sleeping.
Oh no, I didn't sleep, did I? I don't think I slept in the end. Did I?
No,
I
I
We
didn't.
had about half, just like laying in your bed and just close your eyes.
You're not sleeping, but you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Do you know I
nah.
didn't sleep before? We went down that fucking crazy trip to the from the Gold Coast to.
That was awful.
I didn't sleep the whole night.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't.
I couldn't sleep.
That was awful.
I think I was jet lag.
Horrible.
That's some of the worst travelling I've ever done around Australia.
Yeah, that was jank.
That was all fucking awful, mate.
No, not that trip where we went the opposite way and then come back the same way
I
again.
was sick of airports, mate.
Yeah, it was jank.
It's quite actually nice to be on home sore for a bit.
It's nearly the end of Merg.
Yeah,
We thought we lost you.
Nearly categorically
I thought he was gonna
wrote me
leave.
off. That was
We're gonna quit the
awful.
pod.
The
Really?
man said he's leaving.
Well, the Mason he was. Yeah. Just me and you. We didn't have to go up front.
Basically. Fucking hell. The purpose of the pod, guys, we want to talk about, is your group chat holding you back?
Metaphorically and literally. Because metaphorically, from the point that obviously your group chat is also probably the majority of your group chats. Oh wow, that's a big one.
That's right.
Come on.
I reckon I got him.
Oh, nearly went through the wall.
Don't do that, bro. We're going to lose our deposit.
We ain't got the deposit.
All right, well, don't break it anyway.
Okay, I won't. I'm done. Sorry.
You've aggravated the fuck off, you little cunt.
Leave it.
Leave it. It'll go.
Fuck him.
He's scared of everything, isn't he?
No, scared of his shadow, man.
He actually is.
Don't shout at Brett.
Ain't nobody shouts at Brick.
I'll smack
Brett killed a guy.
Brick, I've been meaning to tell you, you should probably move away for a while because the police are probably looking for you.
I killed someone with a trident.
Yeah, Brick, where did you get a hand grenade?
I don't know.
Why didn't you jump out the plane, mate?
Huh?
Why didn't you jump out the plane?
Because he's got a minge.
When?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, when have we jumped out of a plane more than once?
I someone had to film on the floor.
Film what?
Just the floor.
Or just like when we done the Muscle Hut event, you jumped into Ash's car to get some footage.
To be
even
fair-
though we had it.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
And you didn't get into the ice
To
bath
be fair,
either.
I was very ill.
Oh, shut
Fuck
up.
off, Merc.
I was, bro.
You have got tendencies of a woman.
Yeah. What's it
You've
to
got
you?
the biggest minge I've ever seen. I've
think
seen
so?
a lot.
I just don't like doing things I don't want to do, mate.
Well, why didn't you want to do it?
Why would you not want to
Yeah,
jump
but
out of an airplane?
It
The
just
whole-
don't appeal to me.
but the whole
I still
point-
wouldn't do it if we had a chance to do it again.
It's content, bruv. It's work.
Living content. That's one of the best things I've
Yeah,
ever
it was
done.
amazing.
It just don't appeal to me.
And the company paid for
What
it.
appeals you?
No,
Just
just
vaping
don't-
at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I do quite enjoy that.
Ooh, I need to go to the toilet.
Oh, that's a thrill.
Wait, you're the same.
Not 4 a.m, bruv. I'm not that bad.
These two skanks always vape on like Zooms and meetings, and I'm just like, then no one's
They
gonna
have
trust
vape
us.
offs in their room.
Very close.
Up there.
Strong
That's why the smoke alarm went
Look
off
at the company
earlier.
O's I can do.
We're sidetracking here.
Sorry,
We're
boys.
sidetracking.
Yeah.
Sorry.
For fuck's sake.
We'll come back into it.
Yeah, go on.
Metaphorically and physically, because the majority of your group chats are probably the people that you hang around with most of the time. I know you have group chats of different things, but 9 times out of 10, you have a group chat because that's the people you 9 times out of 10 hang around with. But also, your group chat of actually what you're doing in day-to-day life could hold you back as well, because it is your group chat can be a massive distraction. When I was younger, in my early 20s, my group chat was always popping off, always. Like, it was relentless. And it was always 9 times out of 10 about shit. It was entertaining. It was hilarious. Funny photos, people just chatting shit about the weekend, whatever it was. They were funny conversations, but they provided me no service.
Yeah.
Absolutely zero service.
No ROI.
The ROI was terrible. We were just having lad chat all day long, and it was distracting me from probably me bettering myself or doing something that was actually productive. You can't go back in time, but what you can do is you move forward and learn from your mistakes, right? So what we will talk about today is what you need to identify is causing a detriment to your life when it comes down to the people you hang around with, and your actual group chat in general as well. Like, what are you actually talking about in your group chat?
Yeah, facts. If you hang around with 5 joke men, you become the sixth
Facts.
member.
100%.
That's the whole point. And then the point isn't to say it all needs to be serious.
Of course not.
The whole point is compromise and balance.
But
Yeah.
I think balance being the key word.
Yeah. It's all about balance.
Yeah.
Like, we know how to have a good time. We know how to be degenerates. We know how to
Partay.
have it off, like shoes in a mosque. I don't know. But at the same time, that's why it could be 1:30 in the morning, and then we'll just switch our fucking brains on and start working. That is the one beauty about us. We might be a little bit chaotic. We might do things a little bit backwards sometimes, but we still get it done. We've pulled it out of our asses in certain situations. I won't go into detail, but when we've all looked at each other and we've fucked it here, or like, how are we going to pull this fucking through? And somehow we always manage to put it through.
Well, we're still trying to put it through.
Yeah, I know we are, but like, we always manage.
No, we will. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't help ourselves sometimes, do we?
No, but that's why people have people to keep them accountable. That's why people get fitness coaches.
Yes.
Or they speak to like mentors. Like, it's
That's it.
because you need someone in your life to hold you accountable to get things done.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that you're incapable. It just means that you're more likely to when the right people are around you.
Facts.
Like, I'm a fitness coach, and what was I saying to you boys? I'm actually considering getting a coach just to keep me a little bit more accountable, so I can maybe get into the best shape I've ever been in, because I just know if I'm in and around just myself, I might see a snack and go, I'll have a bit of that. Where if someone tells me, like, and I'm working with someone, I owe him, what's the word I'm looking for? I owe him...
It's accountability, but...
Yeah, like...
I know what you mean. I know the word you're looking for as well. I can't
There's a
remember
certain word in there. I just owe him something to be able to say, I'm not going to take the piss here and do what I need to do.
And you're paying them as well. That's a big thing.
9 times out of 10, nearly every person I've coached, they normally wanted a coach just purely for the accountability.
That's it, yeah.
Because let's be honest, you can find most things online now.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
And most people justify it to themselves, or they can't justify it to you.
Yeah.
They might say, oh, do you know what, I've done that today, so I'm going to have a cup of tea and biscuits. I'm a sucker for a cup of tea, but I don't have anyone to be accountable to apart from myself. But like, if they don't, then they're getting on a call with you and they go, you do their check-in, and you've like, you ate shit that day. Or they're not losing any weight, or they're not gaining any muscle, or they're not getting shredded. You know they're not following the program.
Oh yeah, but my clients say to me they love me coaching them because I call them fat pieces of shit.
That's right.
You have to.
My client come on the other day. I went, you are being a fat pig, bruv. Like, I went, you are a fat piece of shit. You've made no progress in 2 weeks. What are you doing wrong? Because I know what I'm giving you is the right things to get, like, to do.
Yeah, that's it.
So what are you doing wrong? And you know what? You went, I hold my hands up. I haven't really been tracking accurately. I've been eyeballing stuff. I've not been doing this right. I've not been doing that right. I'm like, let's try a week of you actually doing it properly and see what happens. Next week, bang, results. I'm like, see, if you just held yourself accountable, but you needed someone to tell him that.
Yeah.
It's very easy to just let your finger slip off the or your foot slip off the pedal, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
100%. But that's why it's important to understand the people that are around you may be slowing you down. And it is very unfortunate because some of these people you probably consider dear friends, and you probably have really good times with them. But sometimes you've got to understand, as a man, these people aren't going to help you to get where you want to be in life. And you can keep doing this over and over again, going down the same pub, which is fun. I enjoy the pub. I love the pub. But if you keep doing the same shit over and over again, like Mason says, nothing changes if nothing changes. And you're going to keep repeating the same old cycle, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. Before you know it, you're 30, you've got fuck all going on in your life, and you're like, oh, fuck, how did I get here? And now you're with some shitter as well. Well done, congratulations. You cracked the fucking code.
So 10 years goes like that as well.
I'd say bear in mind, COVID.
Yeah, the older you get, the quicker it goes.
Do you know what? I actually...
there's a reason for that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, there's a massive reason for that. But you know what? I can kind of debunk this theory based on our life right now. The reason is, apparently they say, is when you live the same life over and over again. So say, for instance, you go to the same job, you wake up at the same time, you do this, you do that, and you've got a routine, and that's your life, right? The reason why time goes so quick is because your brain kind of processes time differently because it's seeing the same patterns. So like when you first go to school, how long did primary school feel? When I was in primary school, I was like, fuck me, this is the longest period of my life. And then secondary school even felt long.
Yeah, secondary school felt long.
And then you leave secondary school and everything just goes like that, right? But why is that? Because that all them experiences were big, new experiences to you. So time slowed down. But saying that, we've had so many new experiences in the last 6 months, and time still sped up.
Ridiculous.
This is probably the quickest 6 months of my life.
Do you reckon it's like consciousness? Like,
I don't know.
Is it consciousness like where you're very aware of it because you come to a certain age? So like, for example, when you're young, you don't care. So ignorance is bliss. So you don't really know what's happening around you. The fact there's like, when we were younger, we was less aware because socials wasn't as like crazy as it's now.
Yeah, you lived in the moment, didn't you,
like,
as a youngster?
Back then, like we was just, like Mason just said, present in the moment, having fun. Each age, like we probably fucked about more than we should have. but you just was not aware. But now, like, we're at a point where like we need X, Y, Z done by a certain age. If not, that's a detriment. That needs to be this way by a certain age. So there's more pressure on you, societal and just traditional, whatever you want to think of it as. It's like time just shortens down because of the age you're at and your consciousness of knowing where you are in life.
Well, I don't know. I kind of agree with what you're saying, but I don't know if that is actually true because
mixture of everything, maybe.
Yeah, maybe mixture of everything because I do agree. You probably burn hours of your life on social media, hours where you're just doom scroll. I'm guilty of it. Sometimes I'm like, how have I just done an hour just scrolling in bed? Like, what the fuck, bruv? How have I done that? And you lose. That's an hour of your life gone. You just lost it. Gone. Finished. But then I say that. Then my parents who don't use social media, especially my mum. She says, "Oh, I don't know where the last 40 years have gone." I remember giving birth to your brother. I'm like, she doesn't do anything different. So why is her time sped up? I don't know. Like, I don't know the answer.
Look,
To the
the older you
question.
get,
It's just because when you look back on stuff, it just looks faster than it is. Like when you're thinking of it in present tense, it's not that bad. But when you look back at something, the time.
Like Bali felt long when we was there till we got to the end.
Do you know what I mean? Like when you're there, it didn't feel like it was going quickly.
Yeah, Bali did not.
Oh,
feel
no,
like
when
it
you
was
was in the
going fast.
moment at Bali,
Yeah.
it didn't feel quick.
But then you
Not
look
at
back at
all.
it and it feels like it went rapid.
When we got toward the end when we were leaving, I was like, "Fuck me, brother, how's that gone? Like, where's that time gone?"
But that's what I mean. Like in the time you're not. There's days where I was waking up and I was like, "Fucking hell, I'm still
Still
there."
got like a month left.
Yeah.
Love
That's
it,
true.
though.
Mad.
Well, there you go. That does prove the theory that a new experience kind
Yeah.
of slows time down a bit. I don't know.
Australia felt like forever.
Yeah, it did. I couldn't wait to leave.
Australia dragged.
Yeah, there was moments like I can't wait
Yeah.
for this to be over.
Yeah, Australia did drag. I was like, I just want to get back to UK now.
Do you know what the scariest part of all of this is, though? Like, ignorance is bliss, and some people are just not even aware of the time they're wasting.
Yeah, so true.
I think that's bad in itself, but then it's even worse. Like, for example, we're talking about having toxic friends, because I think toxic friends are worse than enemies, personally. At least your enemies, you know who they are, you know who likes you, who doesn't. But then when you've got someone so close to you that you consider as a friend that is such a detriment to your life, then it's like, though that's like the real problem. But then again, what I was trying to say is like, some people are ignorant to the point they don't realise what they're doing. But imagine being aware of it and not taking action to do something about your life. I think that is far worse than anything.
The reason for that is comfort.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
It's complacent or just
Yeah,
scared,
complacency and comfort.
scared of the unknown. And I think people are very scared to change their environment and their people. I was at some point when I was younger.
What's that?
Just like I had like a couple friends I've mentioned before that I just knew kind of deep down was no good for me. But at the same time, I promise you, I remember thinking specifically, like if I stopped talking to these, like, who am I going to go be friends with? Like, who am I going to hang around with?
Yeah.
All my day ones are in relationships since day. So it's like, who have I really got? But then the moment I just kind of cut myself loose from that, it was like I cut this anchor off, and then I was just like free, and I've got a wider network of people around me. I've met you boys, obviously way before you. Like I've met loads of other people. But
Yeah, I hear you.
I kind of just flourished, mate.
Yeah. I think a lot of people, so I think especially a lot of,
What?
I put a snooze in that.
Did you? I thought it tasted a bit weird. Why would you do that?
The snooze off the floor as well.
Yeah, why did it taste?
I
like
thought it was an
fucking-
empty can.
No, you know what? I sipped it as well, brother, and I was like,
tastes minty.
it tastes like snooze, and I was like, there's no way the fucking snooze in there.
Fuck's sake.
Sorry.
lucky
I
one
know
I
you was
did
having a
sip.
big chat, I could hear him rustling.
Oh,
I was
he's
like,
laughing at me. I was
like, why is he
I said
drinking
something.
What do you mean? What the fuck
You
is that?
watched
What?
me put it in there, by
I
the
don't
way.
remember.
I think a lot of youngsters today, especially a lot of young boys today, I don't think they realise their friends are toxic until they themselves start to want to change themselves. And it's not until that point where they either go, I mean, if I need to change now, I need to let these friends go. Or if I don't change, I can stay with these boys and stay comfortable and be like, okay, right, let's just see what happens. And I think to your point there, Oz, is that a lot of you young boys are scared to want to grow, are scared to want to do stuff, are scared to want to try something new and step outside your comfort zone, leave your hometown, get a new job, start a business, start doing online content because you're afraid of what the people around you are going to think or say about you.
Facts.
And so you stay where you are in life, and the worst place you can be is the same place as last year. And a lot of you boys need to sometimes not even necessarily look in the mirror, but you need to look at who's around you and go, are these people actually going to support my future? Because trust me, boys, like these boys aren't going to pay my bills. Do you know what I mean? As much like, do you know what I mean? They'll help me get there. That's why we're together. But they won't pay your bills for you.
No.
And if you've got boys out there that are fucking still telling you to go down the pub, like Yo says, every Friday and Saturday night in the same places, all shagging the same birds, drinking in the same pubs, going to the same place at Benidorm every year. Like,
Benidorm.
do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're just not gonna expand to what you want to do and start creating. And in this day and age, boys, when you want to be different, you are gonna ostracize yourself. However, there are also millions of other guys out there that want the same as you do, that want the same heights, want to create businesses, will support your dreams, will back you. Like, these people exist. FYI, the right side. Like, just not to plug, I'm not plugging it on everything like that, but that is a perfect example of seeing something come to fruition where there are a shit ton of boys out there from all different parts of the world, all different part of the country, that all want to do the same thing. And when they come together, you can create magic. You've just got to be that one who wants to step outside and go, I'm going for it, bruv.
Like, being toxic doesn't necessarily mean like they're being toxic. I don't know if that's making sense. It's just a case of someone, like you said, is like not supportive, doesn't see the vision. Like, you want to start something, they make sarcastic jokes around it.
Yeah.
Or they could be very, very nice, fun people, but it's just people that just want to go out and get nutted all the time.
Yeah.
And that's not going to help you towards your future. Don't get me wrong. Like, we love a party, we love going out, but we
Time
go,
and place.
We go
Yeah.
to places like Ibiza, and we'll go out, and the next day we'll film a pod and we'll film all of our content.
Yeah, right.
Like, to everyone that looks like a jollier, but to do all of this, it is a full-blown operation. And to do that when you're in Ibiza, when you just want to like maybe put the camera down, have that extra beer, go speak to that bird and not worry about the footage or what you need to do, or have I got enough, or is this a problem, the intros, the outros, was this good enough, was the wiring like that problem, this problem, like we don't want to be thinking about that. So don't get me wrong, it's very, very rewarding what we do, because when you put the whole thing together, you got the production, you watch it back and you know that's there, it's amazing. But my point is, like, when you're on holiday, sometimes like we have like little bickers and go, well, have we done enough? Like when we was in Australia and Sydney, and we filmed fuck all in certain places. It was like, what the fuck are we doing?
Have we done? Yeah.
We've not done it. Like, but we hold each other accountable for it. So my point is, like, some people just want to do that and not care about all of that shit. So you need to be able to take yourself out of those environments and leave people behind, because FOMO isn't real.
Yeah, I agree. You're not missing out on anything,
Fuck all's
boys
going
and
on.
girls. You know what? I keep saying boys, but like, obviously with a boy, but like, you ain't missing out on anything. Don't get me wrong. I suppose. Do you know what? I'm gonna in the same breath what I'm saying there. I can't completely knock it out of the park, because that's all we did was party growing up. Do you know what I mean?
Also, you got to understand, everything has like a butterfly effect. Would we be the people we are right now and be doing this, what we're doing right now, if we never had that younger experience?
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
I mean, yeah, that is also true.
I'm not saying that that's the right route to go, because this is like an anomaly. There isn't actually a group like us in the UK. There isn't.
Yeah.
There isn't. So I'm not saying, oh, just go party for your 20s and this might happen. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this is an anomaly. But all them decisions you made led up to this point now.
Yeah, that is very
I wouldn't
true.
recommend.
I wouldn't recommend
I wouldn't
it.
recommend
The
it.
amount,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
amount we
yeah.
go out and travel and party, I would never recommend to someone.
No.
It's hard to break a habit of, like, let's just say when you're just partying, everyone, when you're young, you have a spiral moment of like every weekend you're out.
Yeah.
It's hard to get out of that.
It is
very
hard.
hard.
And that's what could lead to depression. That's what leads to addiction, because addiction is whatever you make it.
Yeah,
Some
that's
people are
right.
addicted to going out, addicted to shopping, is because you can't stop doing it. So you have to have cycles of, you need to know when to treat yourself. Like, I like it when we go out because I think we deserve it, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like it's like you eat well and then you have a cheat meal on a weekend. Like, you deserve it.
Do you know what,
Everything in
after I have
moderation.
After I have one shit meal, I can't wait to eat healthy again. I couldn't imagine eating shit all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
But it feels good when I eat it once, because I feel like you just said I deserve it.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it more.
you
Do you know what I'm
don't
saying?
you don't feel
Guilty.
guilty.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think that's what a lot of, like, a good friendship group, or a good friend in your life will hold you accountable. Like,
And support your dreams.
yeah, that's right, yeah. Like, if you are fucking up, if you are going out on a weekend and doing too much of the stuff you know you shouldn't be doing, or you've got bad habits, or something's potentially slowing you down, sometimes the delivery of a harsh truth from a friend can look like they're trying to just get down your throat.
Oh, that's a very great point.
Do you know what I mean? Where in actual fact, they're saying it, they're almost trying to shake you and wake you up and be like, bruv, like, you need to stop doing that. And you might think, why does he keep attacking me, man? Why does he keep saying that to me? It's like, because he can see from an outside perspective of what potential you have and what that's doing to potentially hold you back. And you're like, keeps fucking saying that to me. Eventually, it's either going to one or two ways. You're either just going to cut them off because you're like, well, I'm going to do it because I want to do it. Or you're going to look yourself in the mirror and go, he's telling me that for a reason. So maybe I do actually need to check myself a little bit. And the friends that don't do that to you, when you're spiraling down a potentially wrong path, they couldn't give a shit, mate.
So, you know what I was going to say? People need to welcome criticism.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
constructive criticism. Even if someone criticizes you in a negative way, you can spin that in your own way and find the positive in it. But the point is, when someone criticizes you, I always see it as constructive criticism.
Yeah.
And I couldn't take it for a very long time because I think, for example, my dad criticized me my whole life, bruv. Like, I'm talking my whole fucking life. And I just always see it as a negative because the way he would say it was so black and white. Like, no emotion, does not give a fuck about my feeling, bruv. Like, he will bury me with some of the things he would say. But now I look back and I go, I'm so glad you did that. I'm so glad you did, because now what other people say won't even affect me because it's not even bad as yours.
Yeah, that's right.
But number two, like, I realised there was a lesson in everything you was trying to say.
For real.
I was just too emotional and just too like in my own mind to not be able to see what you was trying to say, even though you wasn't delivering it properly. It come from a good place.
You were young as well.
Yeah, no, of course. Like, and you have to learn that way. But it's like it's like if I'm doing something wrong and someone's like, yeah, don't worry about it, sweet, go for it, then that's not a good friend.
That's right. Yeah.
And I don't want to make this podcast about relationships because we speak about it a lot, but a lot of females can't keep their mates accountable.
They're the
because
worst.
They like to tell them
yeah.
what they need to hear because they believe that's what it is to support them. We're like, if one of you lot saw me doing something wrong and you don't tell me, you're a shit friend.
I agree with that.
You
Yeah.
are a shit friend.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't catch a break with us.
No,
Like,
No.
we
if someone's
don't.
doing something wrong, someone's knowing about it.
Yeah,
do you
that's
know?
it. Fucking hell.
Like, no one's getting it. We wake up and be like, you're like a fucking sack of shit.
Yeah, go and sort yourself. Go and sort your barnet out, you skank. What's wrong with you? Like, do I look a mess? Like, yeah, go and get changed.
That's what we were saying the other day. I was like, a lot of people don't speak to each other like we speak to each other.
No, they don't.
I think that's why this works.
Yeah, I know. That's 100% why
It's
this
quite
works.
unique though.
Bruv,
Very
Like, what
unique.
point did we start speaking to each other like that? Because we didn't really say it too much in the beginning.
But no,
I
'cause
think
we
me and
didn't-
Mason did.
We didn't really know each
Obviously.
other that well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was saying earlier, it's like these two argue. It's just like being me and Mert, the
Oh,
kids,
mate.
and we just get caught up in the crossfire.
I don't know where it stemmed from. Was it IB?
You got to remember though, brother. You got to remember, I've known him 17 years, mate.
Well, we're 17 years. I've known you two, but now I probably won't speak to you any different.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I think it
That's
is.
funny.
I think there was a big shift after we came back from the first Ibiza trip.
Holidays,
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
holidays.
I
yeah.
think I think everything changed after Thailand.
Yeah, Thailand was.
We was
massive.
together for 3 whole weeks.
Yeah.
We was around our boys as well, so
Yeah.
probably that probably rubbed off on the group as well because how we probably were speaking to each other.
Yeah.
I think Thailand changed the whole. I think Thailand changed Graft Kings forever.
Yeah,
Probably,
You're
yeah,
probably
you're
right.
The aftermath of it and the actual being there of it.
Yeah.
I think that was
trip.
literally a pinnacle moment for us. And
It
we
was
didn't
solid,
even know,
wasn't it? It
and we
was
didn't
solid.
even know it in the moment.
No, no, it was a crazy.
It was a
part.
great trip.
Even
Fucking
I
hell,
watch
sure.
it back sometimes, I just get shivers. I'm like, that was such
It
a good
was a
trip.
great trip.
It's upsetting because we'll never be able to recreate that.
So
I don't think I'd
No,
want to.
yeah.
I don't think I'd want to.
Well, I don't know. It was fucking elite.
There's
But you
nothing.
look back now, you really deep it. Like the shit we did, it was so funny, man.
We,
There's
did we had a very small window.
It
to
just
do
would not. There's nothing about me that want to go back to Thailand.
No, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Ever again?
really,
Nah,
I
bro.
would.
Would you do hostels like again though?
No, do it nicer.
No,
Like,
I don't think
I don't think it'd be the same.
We
It
had
wouldn't.
we had
I think Thailand's ruined.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
it
bro.
is, yeah.
Like it's just
It's too westernised
Under
now.
Armour final.
Maybe
bro.
we'll go in 10 years.
I could never stay in somewhere like that prison room again. I couldn't do that.
No,
I don't
could-
know.
I could do that.
You know what's
What? No, I'd rather stay in a bunk bed room, man.
You know what? It wouldn't be funny the second
No,
time.
it
would
No,
it?
it wouldn't.
'cause
No,
you know
It was
what-
funny because it was our first time doing
Yeah.
it. If you knew you was going back there, you'd be like,
Yeah.
the anticipation of going there, you'd be like, I don't want to go
How long
there.
has it
no
been
way.
since Thailand?
A year and a half.
You know what's mental to think about? GKTV wasn't even born.
I know.
Like,
That's
it wasn't.
crazy,
It
isn't it?
wasn't a thing. Like, Yo was just doing it on his own channel, which is fucked.
We didn't know that was going to happen.
No.
Nice.
I think we know. We had an idea. We had an idea it was going to happen. We just didn't know how
what it would look like. Yeah.
like.
But you see, like that's come off the back of like us being in the right circle and talking about like how do we grow this business? What can we do? We was just a podcast.
Yeah, but that was never the goal.
It wasn't, but that's what I'm saying. Like you feed off energy. We're around each other. Realize the dynamic works. You was into vlogging, and obviously we got involved with the whole like going away together, trips, and look what it's become. It's become our job now, and that's because of the circle we have created
Yeah,
together.
we push one another.
You know, like that's because of that. So I suppose my question to you lot is if there is someone listening to this and they're thinking, like, you boys are so lucky when we get that a lot. Even people that have got businesses that do better than us, they said, you guys are so fucking lucky to have each other.
Yeah, for real.
What does someone need to do if they've identified that they're not in the right group setting and they want to get out of it? Like, what do these people have to do?
I think me and Mason, I'll just speak from my personal point of view, I don't know whether it's luck or I don't know whether it's just good decision making or just right time, right place. Can't pinpoint it. So we have been very, very fortunate from day one to have a good group of mates around us.
Yeah.
Always. And I think maybe being around them types of people growing up has led us maybe making better decisions when making friends in the future, because every single one of my pals that's in my close network that I'm friends with now has always supported us throughout this whole thing from the beginning. Even when we was vlogging for Graft Kings and that, they've always supported me. They might have said the odd comment, but just joking around. It was never in malice. And every single one of them is successful in their own right.
Yeah.
Outside of social media.
Yeah.
They're all killing it. Every one of our boys is killing it.
All business owners.
Everyone's a business owner. Everyone's killing it. Everyone's doing well. So I think maybe being around that energy is probably kind of rubbed off into other relationships I've had moving forward.
Definitely.
But I don't know how that happened. I can't pinpoint it. I don't know whether that was luck.
I think that becomes your standard though. Like
Maybe that is a very good point.
I think that's what it is. It's like it's like however you treat your daughter, that's what her standard is of what she expects from a man.
Yeah,
she's gonna get.
It's a good point.
It's a similar principle. Like I've always had great day ones. I've had shit friends here and there. So I was able to identify what was a good friend and a shit friend.
Yeah.
And I always knew what the standard of what I deserved. Hence why I was able to walk away. Some people only know that they identify there's a problem there, so they know they should walk away, but they don't because they don't know anything else. But without me waffling, I think if you create a standard for yourself where this is the standard, then you won't let anyone ever fuck with you ever or get into that circle of yours.
Do you know what it is as well with you two as well? And I've said this to Yo before. Like with you two, you're always up for everything.
Yeah.
You don't bat an eyelid. You don't fucking. Me and him will bicker amongst each other, but you like we'll always do it. Like, but you two don't bat an eyelid. You don't fucking raise an eyebrow. You don't buck against anything.
You're game for everything.
Like, you just game for everything. And our boys have always been like that since day dot. Like,
but I don't think you understand how rare that is.
Yeah, so it is. Yeah,
That
it
is fucking because the same shit people are telling us now were telling me 5 years ago. You're so lucky to have a group of mates to travel around the world with.
Yeah.
I was getting that 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting it now but now I'm doing it for a business.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Which is fucking
Makes sense.
unbelievable.
So that's probably what subconsciously we look for in people.
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
But
That's
everyone struggles to find. Well, you know what? I'm not plugging this either. There is fucking loads of guys out there that do want to do this because
correct, yeah.
the right side has exposed that to me. Because before the right side, before Graft Kings, before everything, everyone just go, "Oh, I wish I had a group of mates. Oh, no one wants to do anything." There is fucking guys out there.
There
'Cause
is,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
this is living proof.
Yeah.
My boys are living proof, and the right side is living proof.
Yeah.
It's easier to access than you think.
It is.
We didn't have that
If you
growing
go
up.
looking for it.
Yeah,
we didn't have it growing up.
We didn't have that growing up.
No, yeah, you're
Like,
right.
We had Matty on the call with us on our community call last week, and he said to the boys, to our right side boys, because we do every week we do a call with them, right, on Zoom,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it. We're on Zoom. We talk about all sorts, right? And Matty was just like, "You boys are so lucky to have each other and have this.
Yeah, for real.
You're so lucky because we didn't have that growing up. We had to figure it out on our own to some sort of respect."
Yeah.
But now look at them boys. Like, we met Matty in Marbella. Them boy, his circle's very close. Jesper, Lou, his cousin. Like, them boys are very close. And they are, I think you said, Yo said, they are so supportive of one another, and especially Matty's journey. And now we've met them. We've now built a bond with them. And now we're talking to them again about coming away with us again.
Crazy.
And they're like, yeah, we're coming up Ibiza. Like, already now we've met another group of boys, similar mindset, similar wants in life. And they're like, let's do shit together. Let's do a pod.
because they're on it as well.
That's it. We're talking about going up to
Get
taking
a
all the
haircut,
boys and going up
yeah.
to Matty's. All four of us go to Essex, get a haircut, have a day out, film a vlog. Said it to Matty. He's like, yeah, bro, I've game whole day in Essex. Like, if you put yourself out there, and this is why we always stress to you boys to just travel and go and meet new people and put yourself in new places, because you will meet like-minded individuals when you take yourself outside your comfort zone a little bit. And like the boys are saying, the guys out there want to do shit. And so if you're saying to your boys, let's go to fucking Bali, let's go to Ibiza, let's go here or somewhere different other than the standard places, and they're going, nah, I'd rather just go and sit in a pub all day in Benidorm. It's like, I don't want to do that, mate. Like, you've got to find new people, and they are 100% out there, without a
It's my stomach.
Well, bro, look at me and Oz. Like,
There you go, yeah.
We met because like our other mates didn't want to go Ibiza.
Yeah.
Barely knew him, and I was like,
crazy.
"We
That's
just go," because like I want to go, but my mates don't want to go. And he
Shall
was
we
like,
just
"None
go?"
of my mates are going. I was like, "Fuck it, let's just
Prime
go."
example of the fact that you two just do shit.
Just winged it.
Yeah,
you
we
don't
did.
like you don't bat against anything. You
Nah.
don't go, nah, fuck that. You're like, okay, let's just give it a go and see what happens.
Didn't even know each other properly.
No, we met once, bruv, and we spoke for. We met once
We
in
left it at you.
2016, 17, and then the next time we met is 2022
in the airport.
at the airport.
That's
Do you know how
actually
fucked that is,
insane, bro.
Like,
But it's-
we just started hammering it in Ibiza, like.
But we just like had it, like we just spoke on socials in it for a long time, like just always caught up here and there, just spoke like, how are you? Good.
And when
Like,
we got into Wiki, the first thing we did was just went bang the shit with the door open.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that
and
was
then
it,
you
like,
clogged the
barely
toilet.
even didn't even know each
I
other.
think that solidifies a friendship.
That's a male
But
bond.
he did that, and then we was like, let's go down, and Wiki was bouncing, mate. Me and him went downstairs. It was like 2-man step. It was like, fuck it. We saw some things. I was like, Merc, come straight away. Just went over to his bird, just sat with him. And I was just like, yeah, this guy's alright. This guy's alright. He's on job. He's on job.
We didn't even know anything about each
We
other.
had
It
a
was so
fucking
funny.
great holiday.
It looked good. It
was
did
a
look good.
great
Yeah.
holiday.
Fucking hell.
Did you ever think this would happen?
No, man.
I
Like,
don't think anyone.
No.
This was a dream of mine.
you say it was a dream of yours. I couldn't have ever imagined my life would be where it is now.
Yeah,
but I'm
wow.
I couldn't be more glad. Like, it's been the most difficult part and the best part, but the best time and the most difficult times. But I wouldn't change it for the fucking world, mate.
This is what it feels like to build something.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
This you this.
So unique, bro.
I'm not going to say that. But I was going to say this because like.
I'm saying it's so unique.
Oh yeah, no. So I was about to say something like, but I've got to say it carefully. It's like this is the trenches. Like this is the part where people go like the building foundations are always
yeah,
the
but they
hardest.
only see the glamour.
This is why I wanted to be careful saying that. That's what I meant because it's like you guys see. I'd say we keep it pretty real with you boys. Like we tell you what's what. Listen, when I say trenches, it's like the hard work that goes into it, not like woe me or financial difficulty.
Do you know what it is? The trenches because you do things you don't know how it's going to turn out.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like
That
with
is
a
it.
job, you're
Don't
like,
know.
I work and I get paid more.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, it's just like we're taking risks at everything. Like,
Everything.
You just don't know what's
We're
going to
risking.
work.
We're risking everything.
Everything's a risk.
Have
Every
to.
day's a
Risked
risk.
everything.
We've risked everything.
Do you not think it's calculated risk?
To an extent.
Yeah,
but
to an
I-
extent, yeah.
Well, I don't. To an extent, yeah, but I don't think you can be calculated in the game we're in because it's such a. We are. I'm not blind smoke or ass. We are trying something no one in the UK has ever done before.
Yeah.
No one's got. There's no blueprint for what we're doing. We are literally going in dark and hoping that this works out.
Yeah.
No one has done this. I know you got the other groups like KSI and Beta Squad and all them guys like they're out there, but they've not done this.
I feel like
They done gaming and they locked themselves. They're all nerdy geezers who do games and stuff like that, but they don't do what we're doing. We are hoping this works.
Would you say those types of personalities do better in this industry, in this space, because you know they're nerdy? Like
I knew you was gonna say
like
that.
nerdy people are kind of like supported through one another. Where like one good, I'm not blowing smoke, but at the same time, like I like to think. And people know we are 4 good-looking guys. We've got our shit together. You don't really get guys that look like us that do what we're
Even
doing.
you
That's
saying
the
that,
thing.
no wait, even you saying that, someone will have something to say about you saying that.
Oh, you suck your
No,
mum.
but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. But if I watch a group of geezers enough, they're all half good-looking geezers, and they said that, I wouldn't even bat an eyelid. I mean, fair play, he's
Yeah,
good-looking.
I wouldn't give
But
a
most
fuck.
people who do hear you shit
Well,
say
then-
that go, who does he think he fucking
Well,
is? You know what I'm saying?
then-
That's
well,
that's
then-
the mentality of this generation.
But then that's the bottom line. There must be jank. Like,
Fuck's
like,
sake.
No, you must be. Like,
No, you're right though.
If
You're
I could
right.
look
Though.
at
You're,
another
yeah, no, I get
geezer,
it.
No Diddy and go, yeah, that's a good-looking geezer.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah,
talking, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I do not give a shit because I know I'm in that category as well. All right, well, if you're not, then you're jank. Then do something about it. Don't hate. The point I was trying to make is I feel like because we are the small minority of like the types of guys that do what we're doing, we're not really supported by a lot of other guys that are like us.
Correct,
They look at you
yes,
and go,
correct.
because they tend to be a little bit more like low key. They don't like being on camera. They like doing exactly what we're doing, but they just don't portray it on socials like we
My
do.
boys are a good example of that.
Yeah,
all
hardly
love doing-
hardly any of our boys are on socials.
No, but they
Yeah,
hate-
but-
no, when I whipped up the camera when we used to do the trips,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
really ever want to be in it. They'd be in it for a second, but they
And when
like,
they're drunk,
they
it's
like
fine.
getting fucked up like us, but
Yeah.
they just want to be in camera doing
But
it.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah.
about the supportive side of it. So like nerds support other nerds.
Yeah, of course.
And don't forget the content game started out from Nerds Boys.
Oh yeah, they
Like
started.
YouTubers, they're nerds.
Well, Nelk were nerds.
Yeah, they are nerdy because you got to be techie, you
Yeah.
got to be geeky, you got to like sit behind a computer for fucking hours on end, like doing all the stuff. Like that wasn't us. We had to figure that out.
Do you know? But I don't know if I'm going to be able to word this correctly. Do you know why I reckon those types of people are liked more in that space or in this space is because they're not seen as a threat. It's because they look at them and they don't see that people like that beneath them. But like, you don't look at a nerd and feel threatened.
I think you're right.
If a nerd's doing very well, you just be like, oh, that's funny. Like, it's doing well. If you're like doing very well, you're around women, you know how to talk, you got this guy and you got money, but like, well, this guy's better than me. So like, you almost feel challenged and you almost feel like this person is better than you and you're beneath them. So they don't want to support you. Like we always say, people don't want to see you do bad, but they don't want to see you do better than them. So I feel like if we're not supported, it's mainly because people just don't want to see you do well enough to be better than them. They don't want to see you doing all the shit you're doing because why should you live the fucking life you're living? They look like you, maybe they're better looking. They can't live in half a quarter of the life you live. So they just don't want to support you.
I think there's probably some truth in that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
You get what I'm trying to say? I thought I could word it in a way to make it make sense.
Well, how many people do we know that have got money but you go, yeah, but he's a fucking loser?
There's so many people who've got money who've got they're a loser.
Do you know what I mean? So many people we know. I'm like, you got fucking hell, he's freighted. You got, bruv, he's a loser though, mate. He's got no friends, doesn't get any girls, doesn't have a good time. Like,
Doesn't travel,
stays indoors. He's got £500,000 sitting in his bank account or a couple of £1 million in his bank account, and he does nothing with his
Yeah,
life.
but have you seen his car?
Like, yeah, but he's a loser, mate.
Yeah, he's a loser.
Drives around in it everywhere on his own.
Oh, he's got loads of money. What do you mean he's a loser? Because he's got no quality of life.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He doesn't do anything.
You can't buy class.
You can't buy class
That's
and
right.
you can't buy quality of life. Well, you can actually buy quality of life, but some
Yeah,
people
yeah,
just
yeah.
don't know how to do it.
No one to share it with.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. That's why it's so important, boys. The way we want to stress to like build a bond with boys. Like the boys are saying, it's never now been easier to go out there into the world and find other like-minded individuals and reach out. Like, even if you start following other cool guys on Instagram and like reach out to them if you like their content or if you fuck with their shit, like let them know. I think Mert was saying this not too long ago. Like, if you're not saying to be a fucking hype man, obviously, or a kiss ass, but if you fuck with another guy's content, let him know. Or if you see someone like sort of on the gram doing well and you can see the sort of journey that they've had from the story they've told on their Instagram, like, and they post stuff that you're interested in and you resonate with, let them know. Like, bro, listen, by the way, I just wanted to reach out and be like, love your story, man. Like, keep doing what you're doing. Bang, that's a male bond, mate.
Do you know what the bottom line is? Men need to support other men.
Yeah, for real.
There is absolutely nothing wrong about looking at your peers and even a man you do not know to say, bruv, do you know what? You're fucking killing it.
Yeah,
you know?
fair play.
Proud
Yeah.
of you, bruv. Keep doing your thing. I had a little heart-to-heart with this geezer in Nao, and I was telling Merck about this. Forgot his name. Like, it was one of them ones like in the mix, like you speaking to someone. I've got him on the socials. Good-looking fucking chavvy. And we were just talking. I was just like, you're a good-looking chavvy, innit? I was just like, I was like, you're doing well, bro. Like, from what he was telling me, what he does, these renovations. I was like, fair play to you, bro. I was like, bruv, I don't mean to be gay. He's like, nah, bruv. He goes, men needs to be other men. He goes, I fucking appreciate you, bruv. Like, giving me a hug. I was like, you're fucking huge, innit? I was like, you're a good looking cherry, bro. I reckon you could kill someone, you know? Like, he just looked dangerous, innit? But he was just like, thanks, bruv. He goes, that's very nice of you to say. And I was just like, that interaction there, I don't know this geezer. Like, I'm not saying like we're going to become best friends. Probably won't see him again, but even for a like part-time, short-term basis, that was just a nice interaction.
But you know what?
Most men don't want to do that.
Two things will come of that now. If he ever meets someone that knows you and your name crops up, you'll go, I met that guy and I liked him. And then if you ever see that guy again now, you go, fucking hell, hello, mate. Bang, you go and have a drink every night. Like, that's how shit happens.
Yeah.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean? That's how you build bonds between other fellas, and you just then don't know what that could turn into.
Or like, for example, I said he does renovations. Someone's looking for one. Guess who my mind's going to go to? Oh, that nice geezer that does renos.
Or you need one.
Get a little like, yeah, exactly. Give
Do
me
you know
a
what I mean?
discount and that.
And
Like, whatever it may be, man.
Do you know what? I know I blow. Well, actually, I've not done it on pod before. There's a guy in our community. I don't think he'll mind us shouting him out. I always literally blow smoke up his arse on every community call. His name's Ollie Lund.
yeah.
He's 19 years old, and I'd say he's probably one of my favourite testimonials today. He's not actually he's actually Mason's client as well. But when I say my favourite testimonials, I mean out of the whole group, because he's such a young lad,
Yeah.
and the transformation on his character is fucking phenomenal, because he is a true testament what can happen when you change your network and you change your mindset. This geezer's 19. When he come into the right side, he was working a normal job. What was he doing?
He was doing like almost like
something
like,
engineer,
like a data engineer.
data engineer, driving about in between meetings and stuff like that, just earning a normal wage. This geezer literally invested into himself, changed his network, done online sales of some sort. I can't remember exactly.
He was appointment setter.
Appointment setter. Then moved into high ticket closing sales, wherever it may be. The point I'm trying to make is he changed his whole mindset around things and his approach to things at the age of 19. Fast forward 6 months, this kid has come with us to Bali. He went to Thailand and lived there in a content creation house for months. Come home and now he's in Greece. He's earning more than probably people that go to university for 5 years. He is. I can't tell you. I'm not going to expose how much he earns. He's 19, bruv, and this kid is killing it. Probably better.
He earns now what most people aim to get for to our age.
Yeah.
Or 40.
Or 40, yeah.
That's crazy.
And he's earning that at 19, and that's all from changing his mindset and the people he hangs around with.
I'll tell you who's another amazing testimonial. Give it to him, Mr. Taylor Brett.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to see. Well, you probably see the pod's
You'll see
already-
more of him now.
Well, the pod's already out, but yeah, Taylor's one of the best testimonials today, in my eyes. Like his whole life is changing in a year,
Yeah.
and he didn't even do it on purpose.
Yeah.
He just
Subconsciously, like.
well, he just said
indirectly,
he said just everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. Followed advice and instructions,
what it's led to. Yeah.
and his whole life just.
I mean,
changed.
he even said, I was having a good chat with him in Marbella and stuff, and him talking about this, that, and the other. And he was like, I wanted to obviously change. That's why I went on coaching with Yo. He's like, then obviously he started the pod, and then I started watching you boys. And he said, but that kicked myself up the arse even more to say, the gym isn't enough. I need to do so much more if I
Great
want.
starting point.
Yeah, if I want to fucking level up, I need to change where I'm going. I need to change the way that I dress, the way that I talk, the way that I act, the environments I'm in, the boys I've got around me. Like, I've got to do all of this as a man, if I want to actually change my life. Is that, and listening to you boys motivated me to then realise and say, I've got to do more. I've got to do more shit.
he's so fucking disciplined as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
He's on TikTok every single night.
Yeah.
But forget TikTok. He's disciplined with his calories, his sleep, his steps. When he goes gym, stepper. He's so regimented.
Works on holiday.
Works on holiday.
Yeah.
Gets his laptop out, starts doing his stuff back home.
Yeah.
That's become his standard now.
I know. So
That's,
I'm saying.
that's Taylor Brett's standard now.
But he wasn't that kid 12 months ago, 14 months
that's
ago.
what
growth
is.
That wasn't him.
Like that's what growth is, isn't it? And it can be painful and it can be lonely to be up there by yourself. Like when we talk about like your circle, it actually might be a smaller circle, but then like you've got quality over quantity.
And that's very important.
And that is like, you'd rather have 250p's and 100 pennies. You don't need a million people around you.
Yeah.
You can get rid of all of them and have 2-3 good mates that you know that you can call at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like that is far more powerful than having 100 people that fucking write on your post on a birthday and go happy birthday, mate, or like share a story. Who gives a fuck about that? Who's actually there for you? Who in your circle is actually going to be there for you? I know for a fact, and I'm not just fucking saying this, I can call any one of you boys if I was in trouble.
For real.
Maybe not Yo, but I can call anyone, and I've got a handful of people that I could do that with, or 2 handful of people that I could do, and
Yeah,
that's
for
enough
real.
for me. I don't need more than that. I know a lot of people. We know a lot of people. Your network,
Acquaintances and
our
whatnot,
network, our network of people around us is fucking heavy, mate.
Yeah, it is,
when
yeah.
you deep it to the amount of people we know for everything. I know a man for everything. Merc knows a man for everything, but these are just acquaintances.
Yeah.
Like, there's only like you need people that you could trust to call at fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, bro.
I remember seeing a thing ages ago, yeah, and it said,
But
I just laughed when he called me up to come pick him up from somewhere when he was younger, and he promised me on the phone he wasn't somewhere.
Remember?
oh, that.
Oh, yeah, I know the story as
Yeah, I
well.
know the story.
Just made me laugh. Just called me up and goes, I need you to pick me up. I was like, where are you? I went, you better not be in Mepham. He goes, no, bro, I'm not in Mepham. I'm not in Mepham. I went, but I'm not driving to fucking Mepham to come get you. He goes, no, honestly, I'm not. This is like when maps just come out on the phone. I was like, all right, I'll come and get you. I was like, what happened? I think you crashed your car or
So
something.
it broke down.
Broke down. I went, all right, I'll come and get you.
No, it did. You're right. I did crash my
And I'm
motor.
driving there and I'm thinking, fucking this taken away. I mean, welcome to Mepham. I was like, I was driving the car. This fucking prick lied to me.
He's a nightmare when he drinks, isn't he? Shameless.
There was a thing ages ago, ages ago, and it said something like, if you want to see who your true friends are, don't message anyone for a week and see who messages you. Like
Yeah.
if I hadn't sent one of these boys a reel or a text or a FaceTime in about 2 days or 3 days, one of them would pop up and be like, "Where the fuck are you?" Even after a day, everyone would go, "Have you heard from him?"
Quite happy
Like,
about it, mate.
liar. If you really feel like that, boys, if you are in, and I hope none of you are in that position where you've got a group of friends that you feel like that, but if you really want to see who your true pals are, take a back seat for a week and see who reaches out to you.
Audit them.
Like you will then you will
Audit your
soon
circle.
realise, like, because boys, you could do that to some of them and you might not ever hear from them again.
Yeah.
Like if you're not the one to reach out, do they also reach out to you? Like, and I'm afraid I only learned that at a later age in life that you really need to reciprocate energy when it comes to your pals. Like, don't be a people pleaser. Don't be a yes man to like just doing it for the sake of it. Like, because that will come to bite you in the ass one day. And like you're expending all your own energy on people that aren't giving you the same back. You should reciprocate it.
I was literally going to say, like, it just spiraled a thought, and we say this in pods and other ways, but like, for example, anyway, fuck the example. Let me just say what I'm about to say. We want all of these we want these types of friends and these types of people around us, but do you deserve people like that around you either? So you need to check yourself.
That's a good point.
As well.
Yeah, really
So, like,
good. Yeah.
That's very true.
We're talking about what you should expect from your friends, like how to fucking get rid of them. You might be the person that they need to get rid. So check yourself.
Oh yeah, very good
Check
point.
yourself that you're not a detriment to your boy's life. What could you do to add more value to your pal's life? And if you are doing that and then they're not reciprocating it, then you know you're with the wrong people. But do you deserve to be around high net worth individuals and these amazing people? What do you bring to the fucking table as a man?
So
Like, I'll
true.
be honest, like, if someone, we don't fuck with a lot of people, but if someone coming to eat with us, it's because they can add some sort of value to our life as well. Yeah. It works both ways. Even just like a great conversation is one of them. If they don't, are we going to sit down and fuck with them? No.
Nah.
It's the same principle.
Yeah.
Why should you eat at my table?
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Check
yeah.
yourself.
Like,
I agree. That's
yeah, it's a really good point. Like, taking Taylor as a prime example, right? The reason we brought him in is because we love his energy. That's it. He brings a great dynamic into the group. Like, he's like a little brother to all of us. Like, the true value that he brings is just being a really good person.
Yeah, and he's always supported us.
Like,
And he had no idea the Graft Kings signal was coming, by the way.
Yeah.
There was conversations, obviously, in the past. I went, one day you might be a Graft King. It was always like a joke. But you never saw that coming, and he's always been supportive of us. He always brings good energy. He says yes to everything. And he's a disciplined, good human being.
Just a good person. Yeah. That's all. That's
what you need to aspire to be like in life. A good
agree,
person.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It's a good point, actually, what you're saying there, boys. Like, be the friend that you would want to have. Like, genuinely, boys. Be the mate that you would want to have. Be the mate that if someone called you at 3 a.m, you would answer it and go, "What's up, bruv? Like, just tell me where you are. I'll come get you. Like, what help do you need? I'm there, bruv." Like, you ain't got to be perfect all the time. We've all got our faults, yeah. But we love each other, warts and all. Do you know what I mean? But if you know genuinely deep down you're a good person, you're generous, you'll help your pals out, you do what you need, you treat your boys. Like, us boys will go to a shop and he'll go and get a load of, go and get a load of fucking ice creams and brings it back and got us milkshakes and
You
ice
remember
creams.
that? I remember that.
I'll never forget. I
remember
remember little things like this once. I can't remember where we were driving, but on the way back, you went, "Do you want to go and get a McFlurry?" And we went to Medway City Estate, and it was very late at night. I was like, "Yeah, come on, I'll follow you on the way home to go and get a McFlurry." We went through. He ordered his McFlurry. He was in front of me in the car, and I went through. I get my McFlurry. Went through to paid my checkout. I went to pay. She went, "No, the car in front paid." Like, he paid for my McFlurry. I know it sounds fucking
I don't
gay.
remember doing that.
I know it sounds gay shit like that.
I want my money.
Like,
Do you not remember when you done that for a bird that was behind us as well?
On the way back from the airport. On the way back from the airport.
Do you remember that?
I don't know where Romania. I was after Romania.
And he pulled you up going, "Why are you doing it?" He was like, "Fuck it, bruv, I'm rich. I've got a bit of money. Why can't I?" I was like,
I said, "I'm rich in it." I went, "Why are you doing that for? I'm rich in it." Yeah. I've still got her on socials. I know. Yeah.
but it's just
No.
it's just little stuff like that. Little stuff like me.
Send me my money.
Sorry, remember when you didn't give me the naan bread?
The naan bread. Actually, gotta take it there, innit ya?
Yeah, well,
Why can't it
sorry.
be fish and chips?
Well,
Just don't have the same.
See?
I like
But-
the naan bread.
But yeah, just be the friend that you would want to be, and you will attract it. Do you know what I mean? And think about the little things, and treat your boys, and like I say, be there for them. If someone needs you to do a lift, even if you don't want to do it, just go and get them, man. Like, just be a good person, brother, and it will come back to you.
Oh, I will play devil's advocate on that.
Okay, yeah.
I will play devil's advocate on this because there has to be a middle ground. Because if my boy is calling me up multiple times,
Right, yeah.
like say he's called me up like 3-4 times within the year, yeah. Just I know it's a long time, but within a year, and every time it's, "Oh, brother, I've got pissed up and I've crashed my car." All right, cool. I'll come and get you. If you keep fucking crashing your car because you keep getting pissed up, or you're fucking making sure, you're now fucking my life up because of your stupid decisions.
Yeah.
That is a good friend to distance yourself from as well. Like, if this geezer keeps fucking around, making the same mistake over and over again, hasn't learned from his past mistakes, that's another friend you need to avoid.
Yeah.
So there has to be a middle ground at some point. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
what?
That's a
called
user,
Yeah.
That's someone that knows that you're gonna be there because it's almost like you have an obligation to be there because you're friends. Like, no, like, as your mate, as we were saying, you need to check your friends, turn around and tell them and like criticize them and say, "You're taking a piss now. Like, rein it in. Stop fucking crashing your car."
Pack it in.
Yeah, we'll get the packet in. Sorry.
Packet of crisps.
Yeah, packet of
Like when
crisps.
we had a chat with you the day after.
Yeah.
Pack it in.
Like, you need to stop shouting in front of other people. And you just stood there and went, okay. Remember in Bali when we had that little like tiff?
Well, us three in Uluwat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I even stuck it on you again. Can you fucking speak up for once?
I don't know this.
I think you was
he was
upstairs.
asleep.
Yeah, but do you remember we was near the kitchen and
I know.
like,
Oh, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you was-
I was upstairs.
you was round with fucking thingy Navjit, and I was just
Yeah.
like, look, like, bruv, like, you need to understand you are wrong here.
Yeah.
And then you and Mason literally just went, fair enough, like, you know what?
No, it worked straight away though. It was,
No,
it was a good hour of back and forth.
yeah, I know, but fine. But afterwards, he literally said, "I'm like, thank you," and I was like, "That's a good, like,
Yeah.
that's someone that took
A
accountability."
lot of people would have let
section,
that
yeah.
slide. Like
Some people lose relationships over that.
Oh yeah.
that's never
But,
that
some,
deep.
no, but someone can't take accountability and they go,
Yeah.
fuck you, and then just never
Yeah.
speak to you again.
It's just weird though, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, weird.
I think most people are weird.
They
mate.
are, bro. They are.
No,
They can't take criticism, bro.
Most people are ignorant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people are fucking
yeah.
ignorant, mate. They're like, it's like their shit doesn't stink, and they can never just kind of, for once, just take themselves out of their body and just look at themselves and go, "What am I doing? Like, am I doing the right or wrong thing?"
Yeah.
Like when I speak to females and they go to me like, "What was your last relationship like?" But if I tell them straight up, I'll be like, I know exactly where I was wrong. I know exactly what I did. And when I say that, they're like, most men I speak to won't even say that. I know exactly where I was wrong. I know what my problem was, and I know what my issue was, and I've learned how to fix it, I think, anyway. But my point is, like, I can sit and openly accept that, where most people cannot accept where they're wrong because they think they're fucking God's gift.
Do you reckon,
You're not.
do you reckon it comes from insecurity?
What?
Yes.
Like they can't handle it.
yes.
Like, or they can't
It's
handle
everything.
This is criticism.
Like,
Ignorance, insecurity, just like...
It just doesn't bother me. Like someone pulled me up and I'd be like, right, cool. And that's it. Like I'd never take it to heart.
Well, this goes back to our pod we done about a year and a half ago, a year ago. Bring back bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason I probably had growth in my life because people going, "You're a fat piece of shit," or "You need to sort your life out," "Your hair looks shit," or "You dress like a skank," or do you know what I'm saying? All these things. That's how I learned. I'm like, well, fucking hell, I don't want to wear that again. What the fuck are you wearing, bruv? Well, I'm not wearing that again. do you know what I'm saying? I think this generation's too soft. Start taking the fucking piss out of your friends. I don't mean in a horrible way. Like, don't be a but like, even put him aside, bruv. You can't be wearing that, bruv. Like, what the fuck are you wearing that for? If he looks like a skank, just pull him up.
Yeah,
He's got
yeah,
fucking
you're
dirt
right.
on his... Like, do you know what I mean? He's dressed like a scruff, or he's got fucking shit in his teeth.
I
Whatever
agree.
it is.
I agree.
Your breath
1.5
smells.
tooth.
It's still ain't sorted it out.
If his breath smells or something like that, pull him up on it. Don't bully. When I
For
say
free.
Yeah.
when I say bully, I don't mean like take ridicule him in front of his pals and embarrass him in front of his girlfriend or stuff like that. I don't mean that
That's
when I say that.
horrible,
That's,
No.
That's
no,
horrible.
no,
But I'm
no.
like, we bully the shit out of each other. Like some of you guys could not last 24 hours. in a room.
Bro, Joey nearly fucking.
Joey nearly left.
Yeah,
You nearly left
Yeah.
Bali.
No, but don't you remember right
At the very start.
right at the beginning, we turned around and said he was getting a bit like upset in the chat. I was like, bro, like, if you're gonna be friends with, you have to be able to take it.
Yeah.
We actually said
He was just getting
it
a bit
out loud.
defensive.
Yeah,
We
a
were
bit
like, it's not
defensive.
that deep.
I think you said he was like, bruv, like, this is how we talk. Like, if you can't take it, then
I think girls have said that to us before. Like, why are you boys round? We're like,
Oh yeah, Jim, where was he?
Ricky? Me and you and
Oh
Ricky,
yeah, the two things in the pool.
Yeah,
They
we-
went, why are you two arguing?
I was like, 2-man step, come. We went up to these birds. Just he sat that side, me there. They're in the middle. And we're just fucking. I don't know what happened. We're just like, you fat piece of shit. Shut the fuck up. You like. They're just like, boys. He's like, listen, don't you talk to us. We're having a conversation between ourselves. And then we just blessed it out, and then just went back to chirps. And they're like, what the fuck just happened there?
Yeah, that's how we talked. But I think this next new generation's too soft.
yeah, they
They are
are.
too
You
soft.
motherfuckers just pussyfoot around everything.
Everyone just
Remember us in
used to be so nice
Thailand?
to you.
How out of shape we are. Remember when you come into my room after Halloween? I was like, I've never seen us so fat. And I was like, everyone coming.
and you know what the craziest part is? Look at the karma after that. You've been out of shape for 3 years.
But that's what I mean. A lot of people couldn't take it, bruv. Like some friendship groups, you could never say that to one of your boys.
And do you know what I did off the back of what you said? I started dieting and got my abs back. So thank you. Like,
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
what we were just saying.
How much bullying does Mason take? Because he hasn't changed yet.
We need to beat him. Like physically beat him.
I need to take my belt off.
We need to chain him and just fucking keep bullying him, but hose him down. You take it well, bruv. I don't think I could take it. The matter.
Oh,
what
we know
do.
you couldn't. Fucking hell.
Go on.
Yeah,
innit?
but then like he looks a certain way, he deserves it.
But this is what I mean. Like if you're insecure, you're like, do you know what I mean?
You might need to block.
Oh yeah,
You wouldn't be able to
100%.
hang around with us,
Oh,
bruv. Like it
no
just
way.
wouldn't work.
Oh mate.
I hate treading on eggshells, bruv. I just want to
Same.
be such a prick to people, and I just enjoy it. I'm like, someone can take that. I'm like, you're cool. I can fuck with you.
Well, they give it back, and you're like,
Yeah. You know, they just give it back.
Do you know
You're
what's
like,
the
yeah.
best ones when girls give it back?
Yeah.
I love when girls give it back. You say something, they say it back. You catch your guys up. I was like, oh fucking hell! I didn't think he's actually going to reply to it.
Have you ever had girls say, I'd love to come out look at you and your mates, and I'm like,
No.
you need some seriously fucking thick skin if you want to come out of my pals, mate, because they will rip you. And they're like, don't worry, I'll give it back. I'm like,
Bro, that bird that I'm chatting to, she said to
what
me,
one?
the one from the UAE.
Okay.
She turned around and was like, I would love to see what you and your boys get up to. No, I don't think you'd ever talk to me again if you saw what we fucking do day in, day out. So I don't think you'd see.
Oh man,
I do think, what the boys are saying, I do think ripping each other is a core part of your friendship.
Oh, especially for males.
Core.
Especially for men. Like, it's so
It builds
important.
a bond. Like boys said, don't ever do it maliciously.
don't try to embarrass your mates and
Yeah.
like, ridicule in front of everyone, but just fucking have a bit of banter in it.
100%.
Yeah. Life's too short, man.
Yeah,
Don't
definitely.
waste. Life's so short. Do not waste your time with people who do not deserve your time. And don't waste anyone else's time, man.
And if, like we said, nothing changes. So change your friendship group if you have to. Make new friends. The world is your oyster.
Or,
Facts.
like I said, or if you need to,
Join
change
the right
yourself.
side. Oh.
Oh yeah, join the right side.
Yeah, or change yourself. Like I say, you might be the actual one that's dragging other people down. So check yourself where you need to. 100%. And join the right side.
Yeah, for real.
Sweet.
Okay.
Banging.
How long was that?
That was
58.
58
You know-
minutes.
Oh my, that was an hour.
It was 58 minutes, yeah. That didn't feel like an hour.
That was fun.
Wow.
Yeah, that was good.
For some reason, like we do good pause at this time, and like, should we just keep it for 1:30 in the
So
morning?
1:30 in the morning to
Late,
start,
bro.
yeah?
You should set an alarm, boys. We need to film a
If I
pod.
could sleep in, I'd do them, but I just wake up early. So
Yeah, you're like a
fuck
skank,
sleep.
ain't
I
gonna
know, I'm
lie.
tired, bro. Fucking hell.
Right, guys. If you made it this far, like, subscribe.
Leave a
Yeah, I said it right, didn't I? Yeah.
yeah,
Like, subscribe. Yeah.
Can we just pull it back? Say it again.
Hang on, wait. Is there anything we need to plug? Is there anything we need to tell anyone about in this pod?
Telegram.
The raffle will be done by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
We still got a Telegram, guys.
No, it won't.
Yeah, well.
It will.
No, it won't.
Let me check.
We wouldn't,
This is only.
you wouldn't plug it. You wouldn't plug it at the end of the pod anyway. Would you?
Oh, yeah. No, you know what? We're coming to the end of the raffle.
Faggot.
Oh, we can plug it if you want. We're
Yeah.
at the end of the... No one's
I'm
going
just
to...
thinking. I'm just thinking.
We have a raffle.
Do the double one. Yeah.
We have a raffle right now that's live. It will be finished in the next week. If you want a trip, if you want to win if you want a chance to win a trip to Ibiza with us for as little as £10,
Bloody hell, £10.
all flights, accommodation, parties, everything, all included. And we'll give you and Mr. Dripper is going to give you £250 to go and spend on the new pair of trainers as well. £10, enter the raffle. And yeah, we'll let you know. It's going to be announced in a week's time, so good luck.
Oh, fucking hell. Right.
Like, subscribe.
Leave a comment in the comment section.
See you next time, people.
Peace.
What are you
I thought
flinching
you
for?
were my balls,
Why are you
mate.
flinching? Come here, get the cuddle. See, this is what real friends can do.